There you go.
Hey, it took me a minute.
There you go. I mean, you can't have a show without some technical difficulties here and there, right? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Technology. It's good. It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
But Taylor, welcome back. It is so cool and amazing and awesome. And I mean, and I could say nothing but compliments for a long time because it is amazing to have you back here on the show. I mean, what better way to start a Christmas evening with someone as badass and talented as you, right?
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for having me. It's fun.
Yeah. So before we start the drill, I have to give you a proper welcome. So.
Thank you.
I love doing this. It is my favorite part every single time. But anyway, so what's new? What's new since our last interview? It was like 3 months ago?
I think something like that. Maybe 2 months.
2, okay.
Something like that? Yeah, it was a bit ago. But just lots of cool things, like doing some work and then some gigs. But the thing I'm most excited about is we're doing post-production for Cooper, the Cooper movie that I've been kind of producing on, which was an experience.
Ooh,
I'm acting it. Yeah, but I'm also behind the scenes. So we've been going through footage. We have like the full rough cut now. So we have a really cool composer that's starting to put things together, and we're gonna release a trailer, and this is the first place because we literally just decided on a date right before we started talking. But December 26th, we'll be dropping a trailer at Cooper.
Love it. I love it. Make sure to send the trailer here as well, so I can show it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do. So that's what I've been really excited about, and that's been taking up a good bit of my time, but a good way. So I'll put
That's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah, that's so cool. I like that.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
And when the movie is it going to be released?
2022. We're going to do the festival circuit.
Totally.
So that'll happen next year, and then we'll just see where it goes from there. So
I love it. That's
your plan. Yeah.
That is so awesome and badass and talented, and that's so cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, make sure that when you have the trailer, send it like as soon as possible. I'll be ready.
Absolutely. Yeah, much appreciated.
There you go. Now, starting with the whole Christmas special here, tell me, what do you like the most about Christmas?
Oh gosh. I love, I guess, the happiness. Everybody just seems to be so much more joyful.
True.
Maybe not when you're shopping at a big sale place, but you know.
Yeah, no.
Like, you're going out, people are carrying things and be like, hi, even now, especially now that, a lot of the mask requirements have been lifted from a lot of areas.
Totally.
Yeah, so it's really cool to be able to see everybody's smiling faces and just feel the warmth everybody's exuding because we're really excited about the season. Yeah,
I agree on that. Yeah, but yeah, going to a mall is the jungle.
Yeah, it can be.
You don't want that. I mean, like what was it, like 4 years ago? 4. Yeah, like around 4 years ago, I used to work in a clothing store, and I was there during the whole Christmas, like before Christmas, and people get crazy. I mean, I was in shock that so everybody would have each department, and my department was, I mean, I spent hours perfectioning it. Like you got the jeans with collars and the shirts, making everything look beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And then people came and start to throw things up and start to like pull like on the tables. We'll have like mountains of clothes because, I mean, it was horrible.
Yeah, I've been to some of those sales and I'm always like, oh my gosh. I was like,
oh yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, it is crazy. And back when you were a kid, what are some of the nice things that you can remember when you were like celebrating Christmas?
I think one of my favorite things is we'd always go to my grandmother's house, and my grandmother, she, her, not prime, but I guess where her style really cemented.
Okay.
Late 60s. So everything had kind of like the 60s vibe to it, the pastel reindeer, a white Christmas tree. everything was just really like, when I think of nostalgic Christmas, I realize now that it was the 60s, but that kind of style, that was one of my favorite things.
I love it.
Seeing her decorations.
I love it. And when you were a kid, can you share like a memorable gift opening moment from your childhood? You know, like that gift you always wanted when you were a kid, and then you got it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got a puppy one Christmas, and I was
amazing.
so excited. She wasn't in a box. We were told to sit, my sisters and I, we were told to sit in a circle in the middle of our living room. So we didn't even see what was happening. And then all of a sudden they said, okay, now be gentle, be quiet, don't scream or don't be loud. And then all of a sudden this little puppy was like, hello. And then she went straight to my lap. And I was like, oh, me, you love me. But
That's
yeah.
so cool.
She was so cute. She was a teacup poodle, so she was like that big.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. How cool.
Yeah.
I love it. And what is a Christmas song that, usually makes you cringe?
The tooth one. If I only
What?
had my two front teeth. If I could only have my two front teeth. And then she's lisping the whole time. She's acting like she missed him. She's like, do you guys not have that where you are? No? Oh my gosh.
Oh, is it this one?
And again,
No.
Commercials. Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
I don't pay. I don't have YouTube Premium, so
Oh yeah.
yeah. I don't think anybody has YouTube Premium anyway. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Okay. Are we? No. Another commercial? You gotta be kidding me. Okay. There we go. Is it this one? This one is? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, she's really whiny. And it's an adult being a child. It's an adult being a child with a lisp. It's not a child, it's an adult. It's like
Really?
Yeah. It's like,
but this is
at least the one. Yeah.
I'm seeing one right now, but it definitely looked like a kid. I mean, I don't know if I can show it, but
Yeah. I mean, well, the one that I hear the most, it's an adult pretending to be a child with a lisp. And I'm like, oh my gosh, please stop. But yeah, that's my most that's
oh
my
yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
from Spike Jones and his City's Liquors, 1948.
I think so. Yeah, it's pretty rough, but but I've recently really loved The Holly and the Ivy by Annie Lennox. She has a whole Christmas album, and all the music is just epic. She was from the Eurythmics. I had no idea that was who
Okay.
but yeah, her Christmas album is amazing. If you're looking for new Christmas music, check it out. But The Holly and the Ivy, it just plays in my head all the time.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. I never heard this song, but like one of the cool things about this episode that I've been doing is that I come up with some very cringe songs, and I already said it that for next Christmas I'm definitely gonna make a playlist from all of those just to make it cringe and just to put them and see people's reaction.
Yeah, just don't put the tooth one on. The
one that most people don't like is the All I Want for Christmas is a Hippopotamus, something like that.
Oh yeah, that one's annoying too. That's also an adult pretending to be a child.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's the one I don't get. I get it. It's one thing if it's a child actually singing it, but it's like an adult putting on a baby voice. I'm just like, no.
Yeah, I can understand that. Fair enough. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm watching this guy Spike Jones, and yeah, no. I mean, if you saw that at 3 a.m. in your house, then you would definitely be creeped out. Totally.
It's like not happening. No.
Okay. Yeah. Moving on to something more happy. What is one of your favorite Christmas desserts? Or what is the dessert you always expect to have at Christmas? Or the one that when you saw it, you're like, yes, and you just finish it?
Oh, the dessert? I don't know now, but like again, growing up, my grandmother, she'd always make this thing called gooey cake. That was
Okay.
a thing that I would always be after. So nobody really makes it the same now that she's passed. So people try, and it's good, but you know, I've really
Not the
been
same.
into gingerbread recently too.
Okay. Okay. Wow. And if you had to be, you know, like in a Christmas movie, which one would you choose? Either for acting or like living in that, like living in the universe of that Christmas movie. Which one would you choose?
Oh boy. There was this Santa cartoon when I was a kid.
Okay.
And it was the origin of Santa story, and it had these fairies in it. And when I think of like fantasy or whatever, I think of that, like fantasy Christmas. So I've only seen it once, but it's like it's stuck in my head as like.
Is it the one like Santa's Workshop from 1932 to 2006?
Maybe, I don't know. It was like a really old cartoon.
Oh
Yeah, I watched it when I was a kid, and I thought it looked old, but for some reason I just loved it. My favorite Christmas movie that I have to watch every year is The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Okay.
A lot of people are like, what? That's not real. I'm like, no, it is amazing. I mean, Michael Caine, I think that's his best work.
Okay.
He's acting with Muppets as if they're real humans. Like, you know the other Muppet movies, they kind of act like they're humans, but you can kind of see it on their face. They're kind of joking. Like, it's a Muppet. But Michael Caine was like, you are a being that actually exists in my world. You are not a puppet. But
that's so cool.
Yeah.
So and like you watch that movie every Christmas?
Yes. I think I missed it once. And that year I did Christmas Day, and I was like, it doesn't feel like Christmas this
Yeah.
year.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. And like, for how many years have you done that?
I think since I was probably 10, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. So
Okay.
a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it did become a tradition for you.
Yeah, and my sisters, we all do it. We're like, if we're not together, we are all like, hey, did you watch this movie yet this year? Yeah.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
That is so cool. And if you could design, you know, your own ugly Christmas sweater, what would it look like? Because I think that when you're designing that ugly Christmas sweater, you need to go all out. You know, you need to go crazy on it. So what would it look like? The one that you could design?
Okay, so an ugly Christmas sweater, it would have Santa, Rudolph, Nutcrackers. I love Nutcrackers. I don't know if you can see them in the back, but I have Nutcrackers right there. Yeah, that's my Christmas aesthetic. As my sister's telling me, she's like, what's your Christmas aesthetic? Mine is holly and this. And I was like, I guess Nutcrackers. I was like, okay. But yeah, I'm like, I just put things together that I like. So
yeah, true.
Yeah,
I like that. Maybe for next year, you know, you could make it happen.
yeah.
That would be cool. We could make a contest of who gets the one to this. Who can create the most ugliest sweater?
Yes, that would be great.
And then the winner. Yeah. So check this out. I already have it in my mind. So we'll have like a competition, right? Like I don't know, like 4 or 5 people, and we decide like the ugliest Christmas sweater, and then we put it on votation. Like on vote, you know. And then like the like the sweater who wins most votes is the winner, but also the last person who votes gets the sweater.
Works. That sounds good.
There you go. All right, we have a plan for next Christmas. I love it. Now, how could you describe your perfect Christmas Eve?
I guess having all the presents wrapped. I would love for it to snow. It has never snowed on my Christmas. And then having a fire, the fireplace goes out, you go to bed, or you put the fence up and then the fireplace goes down as you go to bed.
Okay.
After watching Muppets Christmas Carol. So
Hmm.
that's, yeah. I mean, I guess I like almost all of my Christmas Eves. I guess the only thing that I'd like to change is the snow factor. So, yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. And if you had to choose between play outside, build a snowman, and sled, or stay inside, drinking hot chocolate, or even drinking, why not, and reading a good book when it snows, which one would you pick?
I like to go outside and play and then come inside with hot chocolate.
Okay.
So,
Nice combination. I love it.
yeah.
I love it. If you could describe your career on a Christmas movie, which one would you choose?
Nutcracker Prince. That's also a favorite of mine. She's like, the girl's all in her head, making believe, thinking like, oh, all these things are happening, I'm going away to this land, and then she realizes that real life's better, type thing. So like, things always work out better than you expect.
Okay. You mean the movie from it's an animated movie, right?
Mm-hmm. With Megan Fellows.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm Googling right now.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Wow. I like that.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, New Year is right next to the corner. This year is finally gonna end. So, how could you, like, if you had to pick 3 words to describe this past year, which ones would you use?
Challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting.
Okay.
Successful. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Yeah.
I mean, you are basically killing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. Well, I mean, like, successful in the sense that's like setting certain goals, and it's like, yeah, that happened. Yeah, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like New Year's resolutions.
Totally. Okay. And like, what are some of the things that you are? Sorry, my puppy just laid down, and like when they're small, I mean, dogs normally they lay down in the most weird ways possible, like their head, like all, like that or stuff like that. But anyway, yeah. So, what are some of the things that you are expecting for next year? But also, what can we expect from you next year?
Well, the Cooper movie.
There you go.
That's a definite. And I'm going to speak positivity over my future and say success, joy, and I guess happiness and joy are the same thing. But yeah, success, joy, Cooper movie, and just excitement. Let's put it that. Progress.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Excitement and progress. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can understand that. That's good. That's cool. And since our first interview, I think the first one we got was like 4 months ago, 5.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Somewhere like that. Well, the thing, I mean, what I'm trying to say here is that since the first interview we had until this day, I mean, you have grown a lot. I mean, every now and then I will be checking what are you up to, and it's really cool what you're like achieving here and there, and it's amazing. And I mean, I do believe that there's like a lot of people who rely on you, but also people who see you as an inspiration. That if she can do it, I can do it too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely. And my last question here, Taylor, is what advice could you give to those who are wondering if they should start following their dreams or if they should keep waiting?
I say test it out. Always go for it. I mean, the first step is, like, for acting stuff, it's submitting yourself for an audition, Actors Access, Backstage, LA Casting, wherever, or in submitting yourself to an agency. And you can just Google talent agents near me, and they'll have a submissions page. and tell you what you exactly you need for resources. So, I mean, so yeah, if you're wanting to follow your dream as an actor, those are the first steps. But if you're wanting to, but like with anything, it's always worth taking a step out into the water to see how it feels. If it's too cold for you, jump out of the shower. But if it's not, then it's like, you know, everything's shocking at first. Just stepping outside of your comfort zone grows you as a person, and it brings you closer to a completely different life experience.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, if your goal is to grow as a person, then stretch yourself and go somewhere you haven't before.
There you go. I love it. Yeah, I agree on that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's your life. You should definitely stop doing something that you don't want to, because at some point you will get into a point in which you are going to regret for not doing it before. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's like with any job, like if you hate your job, but you love one aspect of it, then find a job that has more of that one aspect. There's so many jobs out there, you know. It's like there's so many companies, startups, like anything out there that you can find. And like there's so many help wanted signs everywhere too right now. So it's like there's opportunities everywhere. You just have to put it out there and actually look.
Totally. Yeah, that is actually, that's true actually. I mean, I don't see the point. I mean, I kind of do see the point, because I was there. But I mean, as I said before, I mean, why not? I mean, if you are into acting or music or whatever, of course that when you're starting, you won't have any income at all. So yeah, you can find a temporary job, and when you finish that job, then you go do the other thing that you do, and that's how millions of people do it. And yeah, it's crazy tired. Yeah, I can understand that, but I think it makes you realize. No, I mean, it makes you put things on perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I mean, it's the same. Like even when you're in the career path that you want to be in, like even with acting and stuff, there are paycheck projects and there are fulfilling projects. You know, it's like you still love what you're doing as an actor. You're like, this is what I want to do, but there's some projects you're like, I need some extra cash this week, so, or like you want more cash, something, whatever level you're on. But so you take a job that's not something that you're totally in love with, but you're still loving being on set and acting and being a part of the whole experience and everything. But then the grind, as some people call it, it gets you to the roles that are really fulfilling and are really like, wow, this is what I've been waiting for and been working for, you know? So it's like all the little things. Because it's like, you know, when you're starting out doing a student film, not all, like, some student films are great and some of them aren't, you know? You're going to have, like, whatever when you're starting out. But it's like, all of those are little steps to get you to where you want to be. So I say just start.
I love it. I love it, Taylor. I mean, yeah, it is true. Let's make it happen. I mean, let's continue pursuing our dreams. Let's continue killing it, and most importantly here, keep being that awesome rock star you always are. And as I said before, I'm super sure that a lot of people get inspired of what you do, and a lot of people rely on you. So it is really cool what you do. And yeah, I just think that we came to this life to do what we love, but it's up to you to discover what is. You know what I mean?
So right. Yes.
I love it. And also, I want to thank those for watching. I mean, if you're watching this right now, thank you so much. If you are watching this later here on Instagram, or even later on YouTube, or listening in on Spotify or Apple Music, make sure that you follow me, Taylor. You know, normally what I would say is super simple. So you're gonna put pause, and then since it's holidays, who cares about being healthy? So go eat a cookie or 2 or 3 or 5. You know, eat the whole box, and blame the dog. You know, or cat, or girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, whatever, just blame it. And then keep eating cookies. And then go eat, and then go follow Taylor. Leave a million likes. I mean, let's make her trendy. Let's make hashtag Team Taylor right now. And then come back. And Taylor, before I send you off, again, I need to send you off properly for someone as talented and awesome as you. So. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, there you go. It got crazy. No, anyway, computers. Anyway, thank you so much again. This was the best closure. Thanks so much again, Taylor. Have an awesome Christmas. Make sure that you are spending it at the fullest. Eat a lot. Watch a ton of movies. And I'll see you in the next one.
All right. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye.